Good day, guys. It's funny, everyone who makes a video says good day, guys, I suppose. What else could you say? What's the time? 4 o'clock? I don't know. Good evening. It's not really evening. I said I was going to show you a couple of the newer upgrades, and the aim is to obtain one of these detectors getting close to the 6000 performance. I know people say, well, you know, the 6000 does a lot of different things. Yeah, it does. It does have completely different, well, transmit pulses for a start, and corresponding receive windows inside, and it probably does a lot of little things differently. I basically, in my opinion, nutted out what the geosensor is all about. That's pretty straightforward. Can we do that with one of these? Now, this is an interesting one here. I'm going to fire it up. I'm going to fire up a few detectors, actually. I've got a stack more just come in. Now, it's funny. It's gone from 5000s to 4500s again. So I've got 4500s. But the thing I haven't got, I've got all the later model ones. I haven't got one with the original 7-digit serial number. So I can't show you the difference between that and the later ones with the 13-digit serial number. But anyway, what I've got here, and I'll show you, this is a setup and a half. This will make your eyes water. Okay, I'll take the coil off for starters so you can have a look-see. That is pure ironstone, and I fell for this trick before. I stuck the magnet stack in there and it all stuck to it. But I will do it with one magnet. I'm not going to do it with all of them because it makes a complete, utter mess trying to, you know, get these things off. So there's that, you know, it's one of our Kalgoorlie ones hanging by the magnet. It shows you how much ironstone these things have in them. If I go in here, oh, this is terrible. I'll be here for the next hour picking all the stuff off the magnet. What I should do, I will find a, oh, beautiful. Here we go. This is how I've done it before. I'll get that, stick those in there. I'll put the magnet in a plastic bag, right, so I can get it off easy. That's the way you do it. Anyway, bonk, and there you go. It all sticks to the plastic bag. So, well, you can probably get more than that on there too. But yeah, the whole lot of it just sticks like crazy. If it gets on the magnet direct, you'll never get it off. So what do? I squeeze it so I get the magnet up. And the rest of it hopefully doesn't follow. I'm trying to squeeze it off as I go up the bag and just pull it out from the middle, and the rest of it can fall off. So I have a clean magnet. But yeah, this stuff is quite interesting. Underneath that, I've got Denali hot ground. I'm not going to lift it because the ruler will fall off, but that is a big tub of Denali hot ground. And I'll plonk the double D coil on top like so, just so you know that it's getting a lot of reactance. What I could do, I'll even use that as well, because this is different than that ironstone, and this will give a different decay curve. So we'll keep that there, and we'll fire it up. So anyway, this detector here, the one I want to show you. Okay. Oh, this is a standard. I thought I had the other one here. No, this is a standard detector. It's never been touched. It's come in, still got the sticker on the bottom. It's still intact. And this is, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, no, this is a, gee, I can't count. This is a 7-digit serial number. I didn't realize that. I thought I didn't have any. Okay. This makes life a little bit easier. So I've got one. I'm going to go find a later edition 13-digit serial number 4500, so I can show you the difference. What's that one there? Okay, that one, is it, hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 13 digits, beautiful. Okay, this one's coming from the US, but I'm just going to turn it around, so I'm going to take the name off it and put the name on this side. As you can see, still got the original stickers all over it. So around that way it goes. It's very important to have the names on these things. So this is, well, let's do the, this is the later one, the later 4500, basically. Do I have to tell you what it is? But anyway, okay, I was going to lock that in there. This will, okay, just make sure that is untouched. It's got the sticker on it. It goes down there. Now, I was going to give you a quick look. Remember I keep saying about the gain of these things? Okay, so definitely, 100% double checked. This is a later 13-digit serial number unit. So in there it goes. Everything's going every which way. I'll do the connector up there. Now what I'll do, I'll just put it in factory default. So fair's fair. I'll turn the volume up a bit. Okay. Factory default set. Now what I'll do with him, it's in cancel. I'll put it in fixed, normal timings, and deep, and everything else is much of a muchness. Okay, let's get the 0.05 onto the coil. We'll just see how far we can get it. Okay. Okay, this is a 13-digit serial number, 4500. It'll give the same response as a 5000 in normal timings. Okay, it is very, very wishy-washy. Okay. And there's a 13-digit serial number. Shouldn't do that, should I? Someone will zoom in and look at it. But anyway, okay, I can go there. And make sure I've got a few of them down here. This is definitely 7-digit serial number. Stock standard. We'll do this up. Okay, we'll set it in factory default. Jesus. There goes the measuring stick. Okay, we'll have a look at this. Cancel, fixed, normal, deep. Okay, 0.05, what do you think? I'll have to scrub the coil, or will I not? I can get above the coil, not by much though. There's actually, I think I worked it out between the different gains they use between models. Front end gain is 3 decibels difference. But you get more of a signal out of the later models, as you can tell. 3 dB, it's sort of, we'll call it just perceptible to the human ear. Okay, 3 decibels. 6 dB, you're starting to really notice. 10 dB, it's a massive big signal. So obviously much better signal coming out. Okay, now I'll show you something very interesting. I was doing some work on this last night, and also doing some work. I hate this tripod. There we go. If you turn it too much, it won't move, and if you don't turn it tight enough, it'll just fall down. It's one or the other. It's meant to have a resistive mechanism, and it doesn't. So, okay, more detectors. Now, this one here, it's like this at the moment. I haven't put it back in its box, so that is probably a bit naughty, but like I say, I've been doing the work on it. Now, this detector, okay, this is, I've got two detectors here, and Mr. C. There's Mr. A and Mr. C, right? And if we talk pizza, they'll know who I'm talking about. Mr. A, this is your detector. Compare this against the other two I just put up. So I'll stick that down there. Okay, follow the cable to find the coil lead. Screw it on. Okay, and keep it all nice and straight. I'll put this back to factory default as well, just for the hell of it. Oops. Okay, factory default. Not taking any advantage of anything. So we'll just check the settings on this. Fixed, cancel, normal, deep. And 0.05, aim it there, there we go. Like I say, that's just standard, right? We're getting up around 7 centimeters. It's a little bit below the top of the coil, but it's good enough. When the others, you basically more or less have to scrub the coil. So yeah, Mr. C definitely wants his detector to go a lot harder than a standard 45. So it has been turbocharged. Now, because this has variable frequency in it, all the others don't, of course. We're going to crank it up. I'll just turn the audio down, so I don't want to blow everyone's ears out. Okay, where are we? Okay, that's up the high end now. That's running really fast. You know, there's a point where you can clock these things really fast, but you've got to make changes so they'll do it. The other thing too, you'll be very careful doing it too, because if you clock it too fast, a lot of the sampling goes haywire. You just can't go, oh, it's going to clock it up and she'll be right. No, can't do that. It's a lot more. So anyway, here's our 0.05, and I'll put the audio up again. So I turned it down. Running out there, 8 centimeters. So it's running from a mid frequency to a high frequency, but that doesn't actually mean it only goes up that much. If you want to look at that as a percentage, that's easy over 10%, probably somewhere closer to about, somewhere like 12, 13, say 14% or something like that. That's a big difference on small targets. And on some small targets, there's a difference between hearing them and not hearing them at all. So, normal detector won't respond like that. You want to go to a 0.1, it's an absolute blows your ears off, So it'll pick up anything. If we put it, it's just a matter of, I'll put in sensitive extra, just for hell of it on a 0.05. That's a 0.05, very, very small speck. If you can see it in there it is, hiding in the glue. So 0.1, okay, quite loud. So Mr. C with his mate Mr. A, this is your detector. So I've got it sitting it's sitting on all that reactive stuff. How does it ground balance? Well, I better put into tracking. Okay, tracking, away we go. There you go. No hot rod problem, flat out gain, leaves everything else in the dust. This should be very, very effective going over old ground and pulling stuff everyone else has left behind. It'll work really good on big targets too. It's just a absolute kicker. I think, I'm not going to say it. Slap face, don't say it. But anyway, like I say, that's a 45. So it's going good. Actually, make sure it's the right one. Yeah, okay. That is also a 7-digit serial number, early one. So, yeah, if you make a good mold, don't break it. So, anyway, what I'll do, I'll put this on. No, I've got to do some more to it. But basically, this detector here is an absolute knock it out of the park. That is damn sensitive as. That is extremely sensitive. If I flicked it into mono mode and just used half the coil, the noise is astronomical. But if I use a larger target to hear above the noise, bloody up here somewhere, it's really, really good. So that's then you got the back gain. You can crank the back gain up as well, and because the front end gain is so low in its overall noise, it doesn't really bring up much more noise. You can run this flat out, by the way. It still does everything, ground balances, freaking scream like hell on small gold. You'll be digging big holes. Okay, that is that one. So I'm going to put this back in the box. Now, like I say, I'm going to take these little mylar flexible strips out because you don't want to bend those too much because they're a disaster waiting to happen. They're okay as long as they're damp for vibration. I've shown that in other videos. You don't want it to sit there going like this. It'll break. After a lot of kilometres down the road, it'll eventually break. Okay, so that's that one there. And there. Whoa. Okay. Gotta pick them up, look at them all. That's that one. That's that one. Okay. Mr. A and C. This is the A part of the equation. This is GP3000. That has been, hang on, just putting the names on the wrong side. Okay. There we go. This one here is a little bit different on this one. This has an extra 2 knobs in it, right? And a switch, right? A little switch down there. Basically, with these older ones, we can't, well, basically hasn't got any electronic interface, so we have to actually, instead of using the variable frequency like the back menu on the GPXs, we have to actually put a an analog system in here, right? But it's fine because you set it and just forget it. We got variable gain, variable frequency. Now, how does this? Oopsie, turn it around the wrong way, didn't I? Silly me. Let's hook this thing up. I know there's a connector there somewhere. There goes that. The thing is, everything on the bench walks forward and it just falls off because it's going like this all the time. As I put stuff down, it just massive amount of stuff. Now, what do I need? I need a different battery, which I have got. Different audio can go there. Okay, hope this battery's okay. But 4-pin connector, stick that in there. I'll do this up. I haven't even tried this yet. We'll see what happens because we'll put everything in. The thing is, guys, if you do get one of the old ones, I have to point this out now in the video. If you do get one of the old 3000s, an Extreme, a 3000 or a 3500, any of those detectors, it's got locking detection on its phase lock loop. That's its frequency control, stabilization circuit in the detector, and also detects if it's out of lock. Now, the way you operate this, you've got to turn, when you first turn it on, you've got to have the frequency control turned to max. So just like a volume control, turn it maximum. That sets it at the highest possible frequency. Once it's settled on that and it understands where it is, you can now move it all over the place. It won't care less, right? But if you turn the detector on with it, say, turned here, and then you, it'll work, no problem whatsoever. And then you'll turn it up and the detector will go like this, start generating Morse code because the phase lock loop goes out of lock. I probably could get in there and modify it so it doesn't go out of lock and just broaden the lock-in range. I could do that, but I haven't done it, and it's just something simple to remember. And I think that if you're being told it and then you hear it, you'll go, oh, I've done that. So it's a real simple thing on the older detectors. Just start it off in the highest position, and the rest of it, you can go all day and just turn it up and down, up and down, up and down. It's not going to care. It's not going to go out of lock. It's going to work perfect. But it's just the nature of the beast. The variable gain, same thing. You can put it wherever you want, doesn't care less. Just don't run it flat out on massive ironstone ground. But anyway, let's see how we go. With this one, I'll get this. I have to read what they are. Okay, gain. We'll put gain roughly in the middle, somewhere there. And frequency, I'll turn it flat out. We're in deep. Threshold's about right. Yeah. Just check all the where it's been. We'll just put it in normal. We won't run sensitive. Stick it in cancel. I'll put it in fixed. I can track it. We'll just try it for tracking in that anyway. And yeah, the rest of it all metal. Yeah, whatever. Okay, away we go. Let's hit the on button. I'm pretty sure that's the on button there. There it goes. Squeak. I think the threshold's turned down, isn't it? There's the threshold. Why is it so quiet? No detector's that quiet. Well, it's blowing away stock. In normal timings, it's blowing away. It's detecting further than standard GPX 45s or 5s anyway. So it's normal timings, but it's running fast. So you got to take that into account. What else can I do with this thing? How about I put the gain up? Okay, I'm up at about, I don't know, 3/4 gain. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. That's pretty good. It's bloody quiet too. About the older detectors, there's a couple of changes, which I really, in my opinion, I think people thought that, oh, we'll just change that for something different. And yeah, I won't say too much about it because it gives too many people the heads up. But and we run a lot more gain than that. So let's run it right up. Sorry, wrong knob. Okay, that's flat out. This is just standard normal timings. And now we've got a sensitive switch on it, and we've also put sensitive boost on it. So that's flat out gain. Stick it in the sensitive, see what happens. There you go. I flicked it into sensitive. Seven centimeters. And this is cranked up. It's running fast, and yeah, she's going like a rocket. There's another switch on it. I'm not sure which way the boost is on this, so we'll try that. And I think that's boost off. Hang on, do it that way. Yeah, that's a bit of extra, this little timing change, and it gives it a lot more sensitivity. I mean, you're not going to miss that. And you can, on these older ones too, people probably don't realise, I mean, you can muck around with the tone, threshold, and signal. Like you can I'll just use this one. A lot of people won't realise this because a lot of new people into hunting for gold, but these older detectors, you can adjust this response. It just gives a different response on how the target sounds. So this is up one way, flat out. You just got a real at the end of it. Now I'll back it off a bit. And I'll keep going. And all of us who ever use these, we turn this control flat out and we turn it back 1/10 of a turn. Right, that's on the signal position. So I just go flat out and then about there. So if I go over it now, this is how we usually, it should sound the same. This is how we had our detectors going. Like that, within a ballpark sort of a figure. Maybe not that much on it, but hang on. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. I'm just getting too close to the coil, making that real noise because it's got so much gain, even on a tiny, tiny target. So, Mr. A and Mr. C, there's your detectors. Both are kicking the backside of something anyway. Turn him off. So, even the old GP3000 didn't do a hot rock test, did I? Silly me. Hang on a sec. I didn't do the hot rock test. I better do that. Okay, turn on. So this thing's running flat out anyway, right? So might be asking a lot, but we'll see how we go. It's sensitive. Everything's flat out on it. So let's try it anyway. I don't know if it'll track out the Kalgoorlie balancing on all this stuff. Well, basically, it balanced it out. Everything's flat out on this. I doubt you can slap myself again before I say too much, but it's going really well, right? I can't sit there and re-engineer a whole detector with everything I'd like to do. I would be working on the detector for a week solid, and it's not cost effective. Well, depends how you look at that. If it's not cost effective with gold in Australian pesos, well above $5,000 for 1 ounce of gold. That is a lot of money you can make with one of these detectors. Get an old cheap detector, get it modified so it picks up really tiny targets, because there's tons and tons of tiny gold out there. Tons of little things, 0.1s, half the size of that, quarter of the size of that. It'll still pick it up. And somewhere down here, I found my long lost, that one. If you can see it in the bag there, 0.047. And will this pick it up? I don't know. Oh, holy hell. Look at that. Freaking, it screams on that. That's madness. Right? 0.047. You know what I say when I look at some of the new detectors out there, and then I look at these? You know, I mean, this is just state of the art modified, but it is that. It's not my hand. Nothing there. No magic except a hot rock. But like I say, everything is cranked up, flat out, and yeah, Kalgoorlie hot rocks, not a problem. Actually, let's try it on the whole thing. I'll bounce the coil up and down. Obviously, it's going to tune out probably. I don't expect it to, because it's really pushing it. I understand how all this low frequency signals going into this thing, and the poor old decay curves going all up and down like a mad woman something. But anyway, or a mad man something too. Can't be sexist, can we? But let's see how we go. Fixed tracking. It tracked it out, the whole lot of it. I'm not joking. This is mind blowing even for me, because this thing's running damn fast as well. I don't even know where I've got it. Oh, it's pretty fast. running at 28 microseconds on those standard 3 small pulses if you want to look at the transmitter part of it, but just use that as a yardstick. You know, you don't want to really, you can't go cranking it too far in. The rest of the circuit isn't fast enough. It'll fall over. But we can change tips and make it go faster, but we'll save that for another day. I've got that actually done in my my own 45, but like I say, there was about a week's work doing that. It was really difficult. It's not just putting them in, it's pulling stuff out because they're all glued in, all covered up with stuff, and it's very easy to, if you work too quickly, that you'll rip tracks off the circuit board and make a real mess. You have to be careful. So a lot of it is, and where's that? Yeah, I got it right. A lot of it is prep work. It's like painting a house. You don't just go in there and you know, slapping on the paint unless you're rough as guts. You know, you got to probably scrape it, fill it, sand it, prime it, you know, and then paint it. It's the same sort of thing. It's a big time-consuming process. You can't just go, oh yeah, that's done. Doesn't work that way at all. So guys, Mr. A and Mr. C, these are ready for you. And if you don't find gold with your detectors, yeah, I'll be coming after you with a whip because you cannot go wrong. It is working beautifully. Both detectors are perfect and absolutely little grunt balls. They are going really, really well. And also, yeah, I think the other one I've done here for someone as well, I think they might turn up today and come and get it. I just can't stop working. I've got to keep getting this stuff done. And I shouldn't be making damn videos. I should be working away. But you know, some of it, it's just interesting to see what can be done with, you know, people will say, you know, oh, it's old technology. Well, you know, a T-model Ford will still get you down to the local shops and back home again. You know, probably not as fast, but then again, you can go and put a dirty big supercharged V8 engine in your T-model Ford and strengthen the gearbox if it's got one and the differential and put fatter tires on it and it'll go as fast as anything. Same principle applies. Anything can be done up, you know. You know, look at car race events, you know, stocks, you know, standard design cars. Let's go put a big donk in it and a big fat pair of tires and beef it up and yeah, it goes pretty well, doesn't it? Even though it's probably, you know, 50 years old in the base design. Same thing applies. You know, I think, I'll tell you this, since we've hit, because I've been doing electronics forever, right? Since we've hit 1990s, I'd say 1990s, 1995, technology hasn't really improved magnitudes more. It's a slow creep. It's not as, you know, from like 1940s or something to, you know, 1990s. It's completely different. I shouldn't go back, even 1960s, you know, to 1990s. Massive leaps in technology. But, you know, where we were in those days, just say 2000, in 2000, you know, what we have now, basically, if you, basically, you know, we've got faster internet. It's just faster. We got, you know, more resolution on our TV sets. Yeah, it's just more resolution. TV sets still existed. Everything, it's just a little bit of an improvement. And that's the same with metal detectors. It's not like, you know, massive leaps and bounds. It's not. It's just small improvements. And accumulation of those small improvements make for big changes. So, you know, from my point of view, and I don't listen to the marketing department hype and the pretty coloured brochures, you know, I just know how the things work. You know, I don't know what's in solid little modules that are hidden away, but I've got an idea. Yeah, so I was going to say something then and I pulled myself back. But as I do, I do that because I'm going to get myself in trouble one of these days by saying something. So I've got to be very careful. That's why everything's opinions and personal opinions and hearsay and, combobulations of the universe because, don't say anything specific because especially if it's... you can say it if it's 100% true and you know for a fact, but if you say something and you say it's true and it's not, for some reason the wolves start salivating, so you just don't go there. You don't say it, but things will come out. I'll tell you what. At the moment, I'm going to tell you this one, right? I've got an absolute ripper coming up, right? It's an absolute ripper. It's to do with detectors. That's probably giving the game away, but it's not to do with modifications or anything. And it's not to do with anything technical, right? And I've got a feeling something's going to go a particular way, and if it goes a particular way, all hell's going to break loose, and you'll see what it is. So I can't say right now because it's not resolved one way or another, but if it gets resolved in the negative, you are going to see me go absolutely ballistic, right? And I don't care. I'll pay money to advertise the fact of how bad it is. I will go absolutely nuts doing a educational campaign of occurrences. So now you're all going, oh, what's he on about? Yeah, I know what I'm on about, but I can't say it just yet because I haven't received any information back, and also no information back might be, we'll say, contravening particular something or other. I'm not going to say, but it's going to be interesting anyway, and it's going to really, really upset some people, right? And I don't care. I really don't care because do the wrong thing by me, and the wrong thing's going to be the right thing will be done by me to you, right? With big helping hands through the federal government. But anyway, it's another story. Don't go out of your way to piss me off, okay? that goes anywhere. So Mr. C and Mr. A, or Mr. A and Mr. C, come and get your detectors. I'll give you a call anyway. I don't know. You can probably watch these videos. I'm enjoying my Easter. Hopefully I enjoy the rest of it. But guys, I tell you what, there's some really interesting things coming up. And when it's the right time, I'm going to put it out there. And I actually kept that part of it for the end of the video. I don't want a lot of people just to know, possibly. I want, people watch the first 10, 15 minutes of the video, then turn off. The diehards, right? Yeah, you get to know because I always put them on the end. So, it's always good. It's just good to watch out for. It'll be very entertaining indeed. And it'll benefit every prospector. It'll benefit everyone in the future at some point. So, yeah, just watch out for it anyway, because I'm pretty sure that it may not go the way it should, and if it doesn't, like I say, all hell breaks loose. Anyway, leave it there, and you can guess what it is, but I'm not going to confirm or deny what it is. But when it's all time, it'll all come out of the wash. Apart from that, keep hunting up old detectors. If you get them on the cheap, you can turn them into good detectors. I'm absolutely amazed. Even like we're doing people asking about, the detectors. Well, I said the other day about the detectors for salt lakes. Get an old 2000. Disable channel 2 and use it on channel 1, but increase the clocking speed for the time base. My God, it's a great cut through the salt and get you the gold. Anyway, you can pick them up for next to Nick's, an old 2000, 2100, same thing. See, people think like, I might as well add this on, right? People think like old detectors are like old cars. Well, go and buy yourself a Monaro or something now, right? Go and buy yourself an XU1 Tirana or an A9X, or go and buy yourself, GTHO Ford, and see how much you pay for them. I guarantee the price is going to go up on some of this old stuff, because the technology can be manipulated and played with. As we're seeing with newer detectors, to becoming more, you can't touch, lock up, and then you're just at the mercy of what the manufacturer is giving you. You can't do anything with it. You can't alter it to be better again. You're stuck with that. There's nowhere to go. So, my opinion that the older detectors, even like, God, 5000s and 45s even, as you can see, the things just hammer. The sensitivity is crazy. And, if you want a burble box, I can make that for you as well. It'll have tons of sensitivity, but yeah, I don't know if you want a burble box. But then again, you also have the newer stuff coming out too. This is damn obvious, isn't it? So it's not even an opinion. But you're getting locked into your coil selection. You can't go and find, one of these at the local cash converters and stick it on your detector. Sorry, can't do that. But, if you really want to, you can, if you want to go rip the dongle out of your coils. But, I guarantee you, because I've ripped dongles out of coils, right, and made coils, other coils. So you have a selection of coils on a dongle. You can run any coil you want on whatever detector you want, more or less. That'll be changed. That's going to have extra stuff put in or something. And I'm not going to say all the ways of doing it, because I'll do it, and you won't have any way around it. But there's all sorts of things that can be done, and yeah, it's all very interesting anyway. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm going to get back to work. I've got to do these detectors. I'm going to contact people and say, if you want them, come and get them. And I want to finish off the rest of them here, because they just keep coming in. Anyway, catches.